Hello guys, I am Victoria Bardovich and this is Yoni Elixir. So Yoni Elixir, I want to talk to you today about how it can make you more orgasmic. So becoming more orgasmic is not an overnight job. It's not like you put your Yoni Elixir on and you're good to go, you're more orgasmic. This is relationship, and that's actually why I called it a self-love oil, because this is part of your daily routine, something that you can do when you first wake up in the morning and when you go to bed at night. Same time as when you put your moisturizer on. You can actually use this as a face moisturizer too. It's incredibly good for your skin. It's good for anti-aging, good for inflammation. So acne, aging, all those things it's great for as well. But this is going to be a different part of your routine. It's not going to be for your face. It's actually going to be you connecting into your yoni. So really what your yoni wants to become more orgasmic is actually to be connected to be felt, to be seen, to be heard. And what we're really wanting to do is just take every morning, you're going to put a couple of little squirts onto your fingertips. And when you put it on your fingertips, you're just going to rub on the outside of the labia. So you've got the inner labia, which is the sort of reddy pink color part of the yoni. And then you've got the outer labia, which is the fleshy part of the yoni. And what this is about is actually connecting to that fleshy part of the yoni. So you have, you know where the clitoris lives? It's right at the top there. It's a little like pea-sized gland that lives at the top of where the yoni is. And out down the side of that, you have like where you pee from, and then also where you make love. So this is where you bleed from, and this is the entrance to the womb. This is where the entrance to the vaginal canal that which leads to the womb. And what we want to be doing is there's like the fleshy colored parts that live around that is actually an extension. It's actually where the clitoris legs live. And a lot of the time why a woman is not actually able to be orgasmic is because she actually doesn't know how to engorge that part of herself. So she's making love or she's having an orgasm, and it's just that tiny little pea-sized part of the clitoris that is engorging and feeling any kind of pleasure. And that can be great, but what can be disappointing is that when that orgasm happens from that place, is it's quite short-lived. Sometimes it can be a little draining, and it doesn't really give you that full body opening, rippling, surrendering. So what we're trying to create is that high level of orgasmic bliss. And how that's created is actually by creating the engorgement through the whole of the yoni. Because when you start to, that clitoris has these legs that live down the outer labia. And what you do is you just start to build it's a bit like a muscle actually. The more you connect to it and just touch it once a day, first thing in the morning and then once before you go to bed, what you're doing is actually almost building that muscle and building the sensitivity so that part of that body can start to engorge. And it can be more sensitive, more easier to stimulate, and then it will stimulate more. And when you have like not only the clitoris, but the clitoris legs starting to engorge, starting to feel more swollen, starting to expand your pleasure more, you'll start to see that your orgasms will become more prolonged. They will energize you, and they create an experience where you're able to actually open your body to more pleasure. And it starts to activate the heart more. You'll start to activate the entire body with pleasure. So I want you to try this. First thing in the morning and then last thing at night on the outer labia. Go give that a go and then get back to me in the comments. Thanks guys.